And the bird come right here to the timing here. The ball here. Right after here, sir. And when me up there, so then come on up there, sir. Right off up there, sir.
We can't walk here like this.
So, yes, sir. Let me ask you a question.
Not yet. Yeah, man, most and liquor lane.
Mr. Wilson! Willow!
If it wasn't for this wall, I'm just gonna talk clearly, you would have more dead bodies to pick up. Because this is no. So this is the wall that broke down during the hurricane that allowed the water to wash off. So this is where the Braze River flooding is coming from. The New River, sorry, New River.
It's coming from? Yeah.
The structure of the fire station was not impacted, but what they had was flooding. The flooding was bad, but they didn't sustain any major damage to equipment or that at the fire station. We're going to be looking to clean some drains around the area, and I want to make the point that drain cleaning alone is not going to be adequate. And based on what those who know is telling me, that there's a difference in Santa Cruz, especially when it rains, because everything pitched this way and you get excess water. And that is something that you're going to be looking at in the whole redevelopment that is going to take place, because now we have an opportunity using the unfortunate situation out of Melissa to make some decisions as to how we build, where we can build. And I'm saying to Jamaicans that when certain things are put in place, I don't want to hear anybody complaining that government is being difficult. Government is going to be difficult to save lives. Government is going to be difficult to save destruction to property, because a lot of what we are seeing, despite there's a change in climate change, we are also seeing where illicit construction, the disposing of sand and gravel and everything that people can find. And there comes a time that we have to face the reality. Either we do better or we drown. And I don't want to drown.
What about support for those staff members though who were impacted, house-wise, counseling, what's on the table?
That is being done. I can assure all employees in the municipal structure of the country, whether they work with fire, solid waste, the infirmary, SDC, every member of staff who work within the system of local government who has been impacted by the hurricane will be taken care of, because the government will be making provisions for everybody who has been affected. Once we have done the checks and balances, and that will be done. This is one of the institutions that is very special to me. There is a bond between this infirmary that I share that is unique. This was the first location that we introduced the therapeutic park, which is right behind you, and as you can see what Melissa has done to the facility. I came here and I was deeply moved to tears, because I anticipated to see damage to the facility. But what I saw with the residents, the conditions under which we now have to house them based on the passage of the hurricane, I have given instructions that immediate work must commence on replacing the roof so that we can have adequate accommodation for those who have been doubling up. So both the male and female residents are sharing the same location, and it is crowded in there. I was moved by what I saw earlier on the tour. There are some low-hanging fruits that will be dealt with in the coming week. We're going to be replacing some urgent equipment that is required. The staff here at Santa Cruz Infirmary must be commended. They have been working non-stop since the passage of the hurricane. Many of them have lost their homes, and some of them have nowhere to go, but they have been staying here, still working, not complaining. And I want, on behalf of the Most Honorable Andrew Holness and the government and people of Jamaica, to say to the matron and the team here at the infirmary how grateful we are for their commitment in helping those who are in need. I have not heard one complaint from I've been here from early this afternoon, and everybody is singing the same chorus. They are working to restore the facility. There are some challenges that the area faces. Flooding is a major concern because of the water table in the area. The perimeter fence have been compromised. That is one of the first emergency work that will be undertaken to rebuild the emergency wall, not just for the sake of preventing more water from coming in, but to prevent outsiders from using the facility as a walkthrough. This is monumental. We're looking at hundreds of millions of dollars alone that have to be spent here to bring back this facility to what it was before. We have started to do the estimates on Trelawney, which has been devastated. We are looking at all the facilities, the infirmaries, and we, within another 2 weeks or so, will have a full breakout of what will be required to restore back to its good days our facilities. One of the good things that they...
Richard Solomon, Mayor for the capital of Black River, Chairman of the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation. Let me first use the opportunity to really commend the matron for her heroic act and the team for safeguarding and securing the most vulnerable. I mean, when you see the conditions that they had, the adverse conditions that they had to be faring at the time, the sacrifice that they would have made, I really lift my hat off to them, and I want to big up Matron, you and the team. And they are still continuing to push on. Now, I would have heard from a few of them, they are beyond exhaustion, and they would have made a commitment that they will continue to serve and do the best that they can for the most vulnerable. I want to also use this opportunity to really say a big thank you, Minister, for coming today to get this first-hand assessment that was done. I think that your visit here today demonstrates to us that you really care about the less vulnerable. Not only would have seen the emotional impact that it would have had on you, and you would have given some directives that I can assure you, Minister, we are going to ensure that these directives are followed through in the quickest possible time. We definitely care about the less fortunate, and we are going to make it a priority. We would have started already with the limited resources that we had, and we are going to continue to press on to make this place what it used to be. So thank you, Minister, thank you to the government, and thank you, Matron and the team, for the wonderful work. God bless.
Minister, you mentioned priority areas. You spoke about the perimeter wall. Could you name another?
Yeah, the roof of the female ward, which was totally destroyed. We're going to be putting back that roof, and we're going to be using the emergency powers that exist to ensure that that is done, because I cannot and I will not have the residents sleeping in the condition that they are presently sleeping in now, because is not good.
That's the male ward, no?
Yeah, everybody, over 50 out of them, is in the male ward. And when you add the staff complement to it, you're talking about at any given time, 60 persons or more in a facility that was built to hold about 30 persons. Okay? And to keep and care for them in the way that it ought to is not conducive in the one location. So I have given those instructions, and I'm expecting that the mayor and the chief technical officer within the Ministry of Local Government will move immediately to have it done.
You were at the fire station earlier. You did a quick tour of the facility. Just give us a quick update.
The fire station.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Matron Bianca Mitchell-Smith. I am the matron at the St. Elizabeth Infirmary, and I just want to say a hearty yes, thank you to Minister Desmond McKenzie, also the Mayor, Your Worship. Ms. Lewis has been an integral part as well in supporting the St. Elizabeth Infirmary and giving us supplies when we're in need. She has never left us out. I want to say thank you also to the acting CEO, Mrs. Marshall, and the Inspector of Poor. They have came here, they assessed themselves, they saw what was needed, and they did lend a helping hand. They took a shovel, they cleaned mud off of the compound. So any assistance that they could provide, they did give it to us, and we really appreciate it. I also want to say thank you to the St. Elizabeth Infirmary staff as well, that it has been a traumatizing experience. We, as you know, we do house the indigent, the poor, so we cater to persons that, you know, can't help themselves. So the fact that we had to witness flooding here on the compound, it traumatized us, because it's not something that we are used to. You understand? So we had to walk through the muddy waters with the residents, clean them, and try and give them hope in that trying time. So everyone pulled together. Everyone did their jobs accordingly, and they didn't complain. Staff members during the hurricane, they were saying that, Matron, I'm not going to leave you. Even after the hurricane, they're not going to leave me, because it doesn't matter if their house wash away, because they're here and they're supporting us, because they know that the residents need their assistance as well. So I really am appreciative of the staff here at the infirmary, and I just want to say thank you for everyone that has donated, has supported us, has given a lending hand. We just want to say thank you, and I do appreciate it all. So thank you, Jamaica.
Despite the fact that the place have a little problem, the generator is working. That was one of the things that we introduced as a government when we came in, and we are standing at the administrative building that was built and was opened a couple of years ago. This is what saved the residents and staff here during the passage of the hurricane, where the matron and the staff lift the residents, took them to safety under trying conditions. So we are going to be responding as a government. It is going to take some time to deal with all the issues, but we have identified what we deem to be the priority areas, and we are going to be responding immediately to the areas of priorities that have been identified. I had a meeting with the matron and the staff, and they have expressed the areas that they want to attend to, and we are going to be moving expeditiously to have that done. So, matron?
Okay. I just want to say thank you to Minister Desmond McKenzie.